Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tiny Herd. Today we are doing a cage cleaning, pet room cleaning this whole space up. You can see there's just stuff all over the floor from the bunny. Cages need cleaned. I just got done putting all of their laundry away, so we have fresh laundry and we have our laundry baskets ready to go. So this is just going to be a talk through real-time video, and I'm just going to get started and show you guys how I clean my cages. So I have my trash can. I usually start with this cage just because, I don't know, I kind of just like go around the room. And this is Johnny and June's cage. So we're gonna clean them up first. And I spot clean every day, pretty much every day, every other day. Usually it's every day in case, unless there's like something, like I get home late or something, like something weird is going on. But for the most part, I spot clean every day. And then I fully clean cages once a week. You can see my guinea pigs are on fleece, which is much cheaper than using bedding. I use all fleece. I don't use any kind of bedding because I already buy enough bedding for the rabbit litter boxes. So I don't like to buy any more bedding than I have to, just because it gets expensive. Fleece is expensive up front, but like this liner that I'm taking out of here, I've had for probably 7 years. So it's definitely an investment, but it's generally a good investment if you have high quality liners. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the vacuum in this video, but this is literally what I do, so. You guys might just get the fun vacuum sounds. I also haven't wiped down their cages in quite a while, so they all definitely need their cages wiped down. So we're gonna do that. This is just a vinegar and water solution. It's like 50% white vinegar, 50% water. And honestly, like their plastic, or theirs is a DIY cage, obviously, so they don't have plastic, they have wood, but theirs honestly doesn't get that bad. The back gets a little bit dirty, but theirs isn't bad. Just wipe theirs down. The worst part of theirs is the glass, usually. I don't know if you guys can see that I'm wiping down the glass. I'm not sure the angle of this GoPro, but you get the idea. Okay, so that's better. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's better. Okay, so we did that, and now I gotta get them liners. And I think we're just gonna use the bees. Do I wanna use bees or do I wanna use ocean? I think I wanna use bees. So, put this in here. And I just use fleece like 100% through my cages. I know a lot of people do like litter boxes under their hay areas because it's easier for them to keep clean, and like whatever works best for you, that's totally fine. I just don't like to buy bedding because it gets expensive. So I'm like out of breath already. That's not a good sign. I put like a 1x2 or a 2x2 under their hay, and then like you guys will see, I use those to spot clean also. It just makes it easier to just like pull that pad out and dump it. Hello babies. You gotta take your things, give you new clean ones. Here, I'll slide you so you can get across. All right, across we go. Come on. Usually you guys go across on your own. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna slide this back so they don't come back across. I like to have pads that I can just pick up and shake off when I'm spot cleaning because it just makes it take less time. And the less disposable things I have to throw away, the better for me. Excuse me, little Mac underfoot. And that's why I use liners. Like the easier it is for me to clean and stuff, like the better. So I just use liners because it's one piece to wash, and I don't use bedding or anything. All right, so that's good to go. Put in here. We'll do the other half of their cage. So I actually don't spot clean their cage with the vacuum anymore. If you've seen my older videos, I used to. But I just feel like it's faster to use my dustpan and litter scoop, honestly. I don't know, like I kind of go through in phases, but for right now I feel like it's faster because it's easier to get the hay off with the litter scoop than it is with the vacuum, just because I have to empty the vacuum like 3 times per cage. Oh, I just peeled that off of there. Whoops. Yeah, see, theirs isn't even bad. I know some of the other cages are pretty bad, which is why I wanted to wipe them down today. You guys are getting the full long cage cleaning, so I hope you have snacks. All right, other liner. Normally I can tell holding it in my hand because when I made these liners, I accidentally made some of them this one, I think. Some of them are the perfect width for a 2x like whatever CNC cage, and this cage, since it's a DIY cage, is bigger than that. So I have 2 liners that are different size and I have to figure out which ones they are so that they cover the cage like this. And here we go. Mac, are you eating their pellets? Get out of here. I'm taking this. Alright, give you guys a rug. I'm excited to do this cage clean because I actually have some new stuff for the pig room. From the pig room. For the pig room. That was a lot of saying the pig room right there. But I have new things I want to try out. So there's that for them. Their bed, and then I want to get them a new piggy bunk bed. So I have these from the pig room. This will be the first time they've had them, and I'm so excited because these pigs love their bunk beds. So they'll get that. Get them, oh, whoops. Get them a tunnel because they love the tunnels. Ew, that must have got caught up in the washing machine. It's just dust and hair. It'll be all right. Find a pad for this. Well, all of my B ones are dirty, so they're getting an under the sea tunnel pad, which is okay. They don't care. Give them that. And then let's grab a small pad to put under this, because they like to lay there a lot. And then I'll just put that wherever. Their pellets back and their toys back, and they are good to go. All right, so we have one cage done. Johnny and June are done. Their water should be fine. Yeah, their waters are fine. I actually did those last night. We have Ron and Neville See, this is what I mean about spot cleaning. Like, I just pick this up and shake it off right into the trash can. I like having this nice big trash can in this pet room for this reason. Makes it really easy to keep it clean. Take this, put their toys up here. You're okay, sir. I'm gonna take, oh, Mr. Ronald, sorry. Come out, please. There's 2 pigs in there. That, right, that's dirty, so they're gonna have a non-matching thing. That bowl needs washed out. Get them a new one. All right. I actually recently got a lot of fleece in a Joann sale. And when I say a lot, I mean like enough to do 9 cage sets. So I'm gonna be doing some sewing here soon, and we might be doing some little cage themes. I highly recommend doing high back coroplast on your CNC cages because I don't know if you guys can see, but there is pee up here on my wall, and there would be a lot more pee on my wall if I didn't have high backed sides. When we moved them from the old pet room into this pet room, the walls were absolutely disgusting because they didn't have any high backs on their cages. It took me so long to clean them. Okay, I'm so out of breath. All right, bees for these boys. Excuse me, you're so cute. Grab them a small, actually, yeah, I'll do a small pad for them. They're not incredibly messy. There you go. Is that better? Take this for a second. Take your rug. See Mac bopping around in here while I clean things. I've actually done a pretty good job keeping the pet room clean this week, like the floor. And I still feel like in the last 24 hours, it like exploded. But that's why I do this. We will vacuum and everything today, so that looks fine. All right. So they live in a 2x5. If you saw in the first cage, I had like one big liner, and I actually don't do that anymore. I used to make like big liners for the size of my cage. Like that's like a 2x, I don't know, it's 30 by 80 inches. So whatever that is. This is one of the new mats from the pig room, one of the new super plush mats. So I'm really excited to see how they like this. Give you your house back. It's not too dirty yet. We've only had it for 1 week. Get you guys a pad to put under your house or your tunnel. Let's put it right here, just like this. And then, what do you guys want? Do you guys want a cube? I think I have a cube. Yeah. We'll do a cube. Oh. I'm just gonna set these on top because I'm gonna need them. Alrighty. Get you guys a cube. We'll just put it right there. Didn't you guys have a, yeah, another rainbow tunnel? I took it last time because I wanted to use more cozy things. Let's do, does that work? I feel like your cube is like random, but I feel like you guys are okay with it. There you go. Okay, so we have 2 cages done. Johnny and June's done. Ron and Neville are done. Again, their water's fine. And I go around and clean everyone and then wash my hands and stuff before I do hay. So we'll do hay at the very end, before I vacuum though. And then we come over here, we're gonna do Jelly Bean, which, like, Jelly Bean's cage. So my plan is to put Max and Jelly Bean together. So like this is Jelly Bean, that's Max's cage. And I was gonna bond them this weekend actually, and then we just had like a lot of stuff that I wanted to get done because we're gonna be gone next weekend for like 2 days. So I wanted to get that stuff done since we'd be gone. So I wasn't gonna be able to like watch them the way that I wanted to. And since Max is a skinny pig, like, you gotta watch him. He's a little bit more vulnerable just to like accidental nips or scrapes or whatever. Like, it's a lot easier for blood to be drawn even if it wasn't intended, since he's skinny. So we decided to push that off. But I would really like him to be in here with Jelly because Jelly, you can see, doesn't even use half of his cage. He stays down in the side where Max is, which makes me hopeful that they would get along. Take your rug you didn't even lay on. Ooh, where's my trash? Jelly, Jelly. So Jelly Bean is alone because he used to live in this 2x6 with Georgie. And Georgie actually passed away like 2 months ago. He was an old man. He was like 6 at least. And he ended up having some dental issues, and then I think he ended up having some neurologic issues at the end. So that's why these 2 boys are alone. Jelly Beans is the one that I was like, ooh, I really need to wipe down cages, because, like, there's all of this. Where did all of this come from? You're a messy boy sometimes. Oh, and I gotta be careful, because there's an X pen behind that. That keeps Mac from being able to get into our gym area to chew on things, since we have, like, bands and cables and all of that. She would chew it all right up. Or she would hurt herself. So, don't need her to be in there. Alrighty. That's better, Mr. Jelly. That looks much better. I usually kind of just do this whenever it's needed. I don't really have a routine, like, timeline for doing it. Sometimes it just doesn't need it. And then other times, it really needs it. Okay. So that looks better. Good enough. So we're gonna give him the same thing. And here's a tip if you have liners and they're shrinking. If you gently pull them like this, then it flattens them back out. And then they fit perfect, just like that. All right, sir. I need your little house. Thank you. So if you guys want to know why I keep having random cuts in this video, it's because I think I've sneezed about 75 times and you all don't want to hear me sneeze. So I'm not doing anything off camera except for sneezing and blowing my nose. So you're welcome for editing that out. Jelly Bean's almost done here. Vacuum him up really quick. Grab another paper towel. This side's a bit dirtier because this is where he hangs out all the time now. He's a very social pig, so it does make a lot of sense that he just like wants to be near Max. And I would really like Max to be in a bigger cage because skinny pigs poop more, and his cage like honestly could probably be like fully cleaned more than once a week. And like I have to definitely spot clean his or it gets really bad. So I'm gonna kind of flip-flop Georgie or Jelly Bean's cage because normally I like I kind of started to say earlier, I make my liners 2x3s because that's what I prefer. So I don't have the big giant ones to shake out or put in the washer. And his cage is a 2x6, which theoretically, you know, should cover it. But it's just whatever size I made these. So I need a big rug. I don't think I have a big rug. Jelly Bean's gonna get 2 rugs because I want to put a rug over here since he's spending more time over here. And that covers up the little bit of cage that is not covered by a liner. And then for Jelly Bean, I usually do a 2x3 under his just because he's really good at spreading his hay out everywhere. So if I do a 2x2, then kind of contains more of it. All right, got his tunnel. Give you this back, sir. Put your couch back under here even though you haven't been laying on it. It doesn't even have a pad on it because he hasn't been laying on it. Give you this back. And then I want to try a piggy bunk bed with Jelly Bean because I think he would like it. So let me grab this for him. I know that they're not going to jump onto the top. My pigs just don't do that. But I like how it looks with the rugs on it. So we'll give him that, see if he wants to lay on there. Okay. What else do you want, Jelly? You need some kind of hidey. Do you want a bed? See if I can get to this. Everything in this wall is a disaster that needs organized, but that's not a job for today. So I got him an IKEA bed. I'll just put it over here for him to hide under, just like the other babies. There you go, sir. You can go under it or you can go on it, but if you go on it, you can't hop over into Max's cage, okay? That's not allowed. Okay, he's good. He's one pig, so that's all he really needs. Alright, his waters are good. And now we are on, last but not least, Mr. Max. Max is pretty easy. I mean, he's messy, but Mac, sorry, stepped on the bunny. His is easy to clean because I spot clean it so carefully, are like so intensely that it's generally not too bad to clean. Okay, I'm just gonna dump all this. Give him fresh. And I might actually put his heating pad back in his cage because it's kind of chilly down here. I'll have to see what the temperature is. I just feel like, I mean, he does come out plenty, so he's not too cold, but I like to give him the heating pad just as an option because I feel like he hasn't come out to eat as much hay, maybe. Though I can't tell because he's one pig and I'm used to having cages of 2 pigs that just like go through stuff so fast. Alright, vacuum his up. Alright, spray his down. His plastic is actually what ends up being the worst. We'll see how bad the other side is because I don't think I've wiped it down, and I recently flipped it around. I recently flipped his plastic around because like our treadmill's right there and he was flinging poop out and it was all getting all over our treadmill, so I flipped it because this end doesn't have like a coroplast end on it because it used to be a piece of a different cage. So I flipped it around so at least the poop and stuff was coming out this side, which is easy for me to clean up and isn't getting all over my treadmill because I don't want my treadmill to get ruined because it was very expensive. There we go. So that's good. All right, little sir, what kind of pad do you want? Why don't we give you this one? This is from, where's the tag? This is from Teacup Nethies, I think is how you say it. They sent us this to review, and I did do a video on it when we first introduced Max, but I wanted to talk to you guys about these again since I'm using this one because I really like this. It's very, very soft. It's nice and thick and absorbent, and they actually recommend hand washing. Come on, sir. So they actually recommend hand washing, and I definitely don't do that. I put it in the washing machine, and it's held up perfectly fine in the washing machine. So I have no complaints whatsoever. They also sent us that cute little house that Georgie or Jellybean had in his cage, and they sent us, I think they sent us something else too. Was it a tunnel? It might have been a tunnel. I think it was a snuggle tunnel. So highly recommend. I will link their shop down below. They're in Australia, I think, but I like their fleece a lot. I couldn't tell you on prices. I don't remember. I haven't looked in a while. But for the quality, I'm sure it's reasonable. They have a bunch of different types of Heidi's, and I like how I didn't vacuum this side out before I went to wipe it down. So yeah, I do make a lot of my own fleece, but I like to try other shops too because one, I don't have the time to constantly be making fleece and trying to make new Heidi's. And two, I like to see what other people can make, and that way I can also share stuff with you because a lot of you guys don't make your own your own fleece. So I like to show some shops that you guys can shop at. Alright, that's much better. Do you want your heating pad, little man? You feel pretty warm. Your body's pretty warm. Got a little bit of dry skin on your bum. We'll have to put some stuff on that. You're alright, good boy. Good sir. My hand's probably cold. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm touching you when you're probably like, Mom, you're freezing me out here. All right, so I'm gonna grab a 2x2, put that down in this end of his cage. Yes, sir, I know. And then we're gonna get a pig room mat. Super plush mat. Super excited to give this to him because he's gonna love it. Skinny pigs love cozy things. So give him this nice cozy rug. And then what I usually do for Max, which actually works really well for him, it's not gonna match anything, but I usually literally just grab a piece of fleece for him. I don't know what I cut this out to be for, but I've had it forever. And I literally just do this and give him like a blanket to go under, and that's his favorite spot. So if you have skinny pigs or guinea pigs that love to burrow, that's literally the easiest thing to do and they love it. So I'm gonna get him a pad for his hay to put right here. Kind of gonna set it up the same way, I think. He liked it that way. And then I'm actually gonna put another small pad in there because, like you guys saw, his cage is not gonna be matching. He spills his pellets over to eat them because he eats weird because he's got bad genetics. Sorry. And yeah, so that's how I like to do his cage. I need another thing for you. You want a snuggle tunnel? Or do you want, oh yeah, here, we'll do this. Here's the snuggle sack. Here's the snuggle sack from Teacup Nuthies. He also loves this, so we'll give him that as well. I've seen him lay in that many a time. So, all right, that is just stained on that pad, by the way. Get that off of there. Okay, so everybody's good. See, he's literally just burrowed under there. It works great, especially if you have burrowy pigs. All right, so everybody's good, clean, cages wise. I'm gonna start putting stuff away so we can clean up this floor. So what I normally do once everybody's clean is I put all my bins back the way that they go, put my trash back. We are gonna clean up Mac's area. Mac the bunny. I need to put one of these actually under Jelly Bean's tunnel because he's been getting very wet in that spot. I re-close all my bins, which I have all these things in bins in this wall because I don't want to get a pad out one day and there'd be like a spider in it because I would lose my mind because I hate spiders. Which, like, this room has been super like bug sprayed around the bottom, like before we put the pigs in here, and we like keep our house, like, there's a freaking fly. We keep our house like bug sprayed around the outside and stuff, so there's really not an issue with spiders, not like a big one. I mean, we get spiders occasionally, but not any more than like we get in the rest of the house. But that would freak me out because I don't like spiders. So keep it all in bins. Not sure what I'm gonna do when I make all the new fleece, because we're probably gonna run out of room. And those we're gonna go in the washer. This is our laundry room here, actually. I'm just not gonna put it in there right now because then Mac will follow me and then it'll be a whole thing. So yeah, so it's 66 in here right now. It's not bad. Put these to wash. I'm gonna wash your bowls too, ma'am. Yeah, I'm gonna take it so I can wash it. Okay, so for this, I have no idea what you guys just saw when I did that. That bin, setting. Okay, so everybody's good. I'm going to wash my hands now so that we can do hay. Our little Mac. So we've basically done the majority of the work now. What I do at this point is give everyone hay. So this is our hay tub. Excuse me. Mac likes to lay on top of it. That's why this blanket is here. This is Oxbow orchard grass. And everybody loves it. Give them fresh hay bags. I do this before I vacuum so that I don't get hay all over my freshly vacuumed floor. Hello, boys. Got fresh hay for you. There you go. Fresh hay for Max. He just gets a hay pile because the time that I've given him a hay bag, he definitely doesn't eat very much hay because I think he doesn't really understand the concept of a hay bag, which is funny. Jellybean hay bag. Jellybean is the king of little pops. So if you watch him, he'll probably popcorn. What are you doing, sir? Hello. Hi. Hi, cute boy. You want some fresh hay? Some fresh hay? Want that? No. You want to get it on your own time? Okay. Alright, getting distracted. Everybody's got hay. I'm going to do the bunny area now. Clean up Mac's area before I vacuum. A lot of times my boyfriend does this, or he takes this outside directly and dumps it off. But I'm switching out her litter box for a different one. And this is gonna get all over the floor. So I'm doing it now so that I don't have to worry about vacuuming later. So instead of using that, we are going to use this because she is really good about peeing into the corner behind her litter box and making a huge mess. So we're gonna try this. Whatever brand of puppy pads this is absolutely sucks. So I will not be ordering them again. Random sidebar there. Also, if you have bunnies, do not use disposable puppy pads in their litter boxes if they chew them. None of my rabbits chew them, luckily. But if they chew them and like eat pieces of them, it can very easily like get caught in their digestive tract since they're literally meant to be absorbent and expand. So if your bunnies chew these at all, don't use them. Use like reusable ones or newspaper or something like that. That's not going to expand in their system. Just a sidebar there. Alright. She pees a lot. I'll give her another handful of this. Not that it matters. She's going to dig it all out all over the floor. Okay. These shavings are actually Night Angel shavings. They're aspen. And I actually really like them. They're like they're for hamsters, so they're like very finely shredded, which just makes it easier to clean up. The litter box back here. I'm going to go ahead and toss some of those in there just so she knows for sure that that's what she's supposed to do. Doesn't it fit there great, to be honest? We need to figure out something to do about like this like grid situation, because it's there because she was trying to dig that door open, and if she does that then she could get in here and it's a whole thing. So we need to figure that out, but for now I'm gonna put that like that and hopefully she doesn't cause a huge problem. Oh sorry, Mac. Alright guys, pet room is all clean and ready for another week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this super long cage clean, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.